We are solving a question on average rate of return method, that is ARR method. Now normally what happens in university exam problems, the question is asked on different methods. They ask us on payback period, they may ask us on profitability index, they may ask us on net present value. 2-3 methods combined they will ask. But this question is only related to ARR method. ARR, that is average rate of return. When we talk about ARR, always you have to remember that ARR is nothing but a PAT upon ACE into 100. A PAT upon ACE into 100. So I'll write the formula of ARR. ARR is equal to a PAT upon ACE into 100. A PAT means average profit after tax. ACE means average capital employed into 100. So this is what you get ARR. But we are supposed to find the ARR of both the machines, machine A and machine B. You have to compare the ARRs and then we have to decide which machine to purchase. So if the ARR of machine A is on the higher side, purchase A. If the ARR of machine B is on the higher side, purchase machine B. Is this clear? Now first you need average profit after tax upon average capital employed. So first let us find average capital employed because that is much simple. Average capital employed. The formula is to find out the average capital invested, we have to divide the cost of the investment by 2. But here the scrap value is also given. So I will write the cost of the investment minus the scrap value divided by 2. Talking about machine A, I will get what is the cost of machine A? 1,85,000 minus 5,000 divided by 2. So average capital employed of A will be 9 lakh and machine B will be 2,10,000 minus 10,000 divided by 2, that is equal to 1 lakh. Any problems? No problems. So you have for machine A and for machine B. A you have 90,000 and B you have 1 lakhs. Okay, into 100. Now you are supposed to find a PAT. A PAT means average profit after tax. But in the question, the profits which are given, these are profits before tax. And the tax rate is given as 30%. So see how simple it is. Before tax less 30% you get after tax. Similarly of B also, before tax less 30% you get after tax. Kitna simple hai. So I will write first I will write here net profit before tax. I will write net profit after tax. I am not preparing one more column of tax. I will directly subtract 30%, I will get the answer. I will write, for example, in the first year 1,10,000. This is of machine A. I am talking about machine A. Okay, 1,10,000 into 30% minus equal to 77,000. Is this clear? Or you can also get this way: 1,10,000 in your calculators minus 30%, you will get 77,000. Minus 30%, you will get 77,000. Similarly, second, 1,20,000 minus 30%, 84,000. Third, 1,50,000 minus 30%, 1,05,000. 1,05,000. Next, 4, 2,10,000 minus 30%, 47,000. Next is 5, 2,30,000 minus 30%, 1,61,000. Next is 6, 2,40,000 minus 30%, 1,68,000. Next is 7, 2 lakhs minus 30% is 1,40,000. Is this clear? So I'll get total profit after tax. Take total and then we will divide by number of years, that is 7. You will get average profit after tax. This will be for machine A. Similarly, we can do it for machine B as well. I can write for machine B, only I'll write net profit before tax and I will write net profit after tax. So this is for machine B. Machine B. Okay, this will be 8 lakh divided by 7. 1,26,000. So 1,26,000 upon 90,000 into 100.
140.
You will get ARR as 140% first. Similarly, for machine B, write 1,15,000 minus 30%.
8,500.
80,500. 1,30,000 minus 30%.
91,000.
91,000. 1,55,000 minus 30%.
1,08,500.
1,08,500. Next, 2,15,000 minus 30%.
1,50,500.
1,50,500. 500. Next is 2,55,000 minus 30%.
1,78,500.
1,78,500. 2,85,000 minus 30%.
1,99,500.
1,99,500. 2,20,000 minus 30%.
1,54,000.
1,54,000. Add. You will get total profit. Divide by 7. You will get a PAT. Average profit after tax. Machine B.
9,62,500.
9,62,000 divided by 7.
1,37,500.
1,37,000.
500.
So 1,37,500 divided by 1 lakh into 100. That is
137.
137.5%. So when you compare the ARRs of both the machines, you will find that ARR of machine A is greater than ARR of machine B. Therefore, it is advisable for R Limited to purchase machine A. By using which criteria? ARR criteria. Is this clear? One more problem on capital budgeting, and similar to the first one because these problems were asked in university exams. So same type of problems are asked. Here in this problem, we are supposed to find out or calculate for both the machines ARR, payback period and net present value. So we are calculating three things: ARR, net present value and payback period. Now first thing is these profits which are given here, these are profits before tax. Profits before tax. So we are going to subtract the tax and we will get profit after tax. So what I am going to do it now is I am going to find ARR, payback period and net present value for one machine, and the second machine you all have to do because the numbers are different but the steps will be the same. Okay, so first thing I'll do ARR method. ARR method ke liye what is the formula of ARR method? ARR is equal to nothing but APAT upon ACE into 100. Okay, so first I'm going to find APAT. APAT कैसे find करते हैं? Sorry, ACE. ACE is cost minus scrap value divided by 2. So what is the cost of machine? 1,45,000 minus what is the scrap value?
5,000.
5,000 divided by
277.
answer will be 70,000. Any props? So I'll get 70,000. Now we are supposed to find APAT. To find APAT, what to do? First, year. Second, net profit before tax. Net profit after tax. So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Net profit before tax is 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs,
6 lakhs.
6 lakhs,
5 lakh 50.
5 lakh 50,
4 lakh 50.
4 lakh 50,
4 lakh 20.
4 lakh 20
3 lakhs.
and 3 lakhs. So subtract 20%. You will get 3 lakh 20. You will get 4 lakh. You will get 4 lakh 8. You will get 4 lakh 40. You will get 3 lakh 60. You will get 3 lakh
36.
36, you will get
2 lakh 40.
2 lakh 40. So you got net profit after tax. Net profit after tax. Now what we are supposed to find? APAT, average profit after tax. So I'll get total net profit after tax. You will get total net profit after tax. Total net profit after tax will be, add all these numbers. Total net profit after tax will be, it will be 5, 8, 12, 16, 23, 25 lakh 76,000 divided by 7. This is the total profit ना, average करना है. So we have to divide by 7. 3,68,000 divided by 70,000 into 100 will be 3,68,000 divided by 70,000 into 5, 525.75%. Is this clear? 75%. Okay. Is this clear? Is it simple? This is what we are supposed to find. First is average profit after tax upon average capital employed into 100. I got the ARR. बहुत simple. Next we are going to find what? Payback period. क्या find करना है? Payback period. But ARR में we need after tax. But payback period के लिए we need cash inflow. क्या चाहिए? Cash inflow. Payback period के लिए cash inflow. Cash inflow के लिए net profit after tax जो रहता है इसमें depreciation add होएगा तो तुमको मिलेगा cash inflow. क्या मिलेगा? Cash inflow. So what is the depreciation? How to calculate depreciation? We will assume that the depreciation is straight line method. It is not given, we have made the question. So it is to be assumed that the depreciation is on straight line method. Every year the depreciation will remain the same. But depreciation का rate तो दिया ही नहीं था. तो तुम लोग बोलेंगे सर कैसे find करने का? So I will write depreciation is equal to cost minus scrap value divided by number of years. That is what is cost. Cost is 1,45,000 minus scrap value is 5,000 divided by number of years is 7. So 1,40,000 divided by 7 करेंगे. So you will get 20,000 per annum. 20,000 per annum. So I will write here 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? And then we will add and we will get the cash inflow. So cash inflow will be 3,40,000, 4,20,000, 5,00,000, 4,60,000, 3,80,000, 3,56,000, 2,60,000. अरे समझ में आ गया? I have got the cash inflow. क्या मैं अभी पेबैक पीरियड फाइंड कर सकता हूँ? हाँ, लेकिन उसके लिए क्या कॉलम चाहिए? क्यूमुलेटिव कैश इनफ्लो. क्या कॉलम चाहिए? क्यूमुलेटिव कैश इनफ्लो. चलो क्यूमुलेटिव. टेक कैलकुलेटर्स. ऐड. पहला नंबर विल बी 3,40,000 प्लस 4,20,000 करेंगे तो 7,60,000. ऐड करेंगे 12,60,000. ऐड करेंगे 17,20,000. ऐड करेंगे 21 lakhs. बराबर है कि नहीं? ऐड करेंगे 24,56,000. ऐड करेंगे 27 lakhs. ऐड करो ना. 27 lakhs 16,000. 27 lakh 16,000. Is this clear? Clear है? What is your cash outflow? Cash outflow कितना है? 1,45,000. 1,45,000. अच्छा, अभी तो 1,45,000 तो हमें पहले साल में ही वसूल हो जा रहा है. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? पहले साल में ही वसूल हो जा रहा है. सो एक्चुअली पेबैक पीरियड वाला क्वेश्चन नहीं था, हमने पेबैक पीरियड में कन्वर्ट कर दिया. अभी 1,45,000 जो है वो कैसे वसूल हो रहा है, कितने महीने में वसूल हो रहा है, कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा? पेबैक पीरियड इज इक्वल टू पहले तो हम लोग लाइन बनाते थे, याद है क्या? अभी लाइन तो हम बना ही नहीं सकते, मतलब जीरो. कोई भी ईयर नहीं है ना, पहले ईयर में तो जीरो. कितना चाहिए अपन, कितना मिला, कितना चाहिए? 1,45,000. कितना मिला फर्स्ट ईयर में? 3,40,000. दैट इज पेबैक पीरियड इज इक्वल टू 1,45,000 डिवाइड बाय 3,40,000 0.42 ईयर्स, मतलब 0.42 ईयर्स में हमारा पैसा मिल गया, आधा साल भी नहीं लगा। वसूल कब हो गया पैसा? आधा साल भी नहीं लगा, 0.4 मतलब 5 महीने के अंदर ही पैसा मिल गया रहेगा। समझ में आ रहा है ना? क्योंकि लाइन मारने के लिए जगह ही नहीं है यहाँ पे। 1,45,000 पहले कैसे होता था कि यहाँ पे अगर 13 लाख हो जाता था, 14 लाख होता था, तो मैं इधर लाइन मार देता था, ईयर लिखता था। अभी मैंने स्टार्ट ही किया 0 प्लस से, क्योंकि फर्स्ट ईयर में हो गया, तो आंसर इज 0.42 ईयर्स। क्लियर है? पे बैक पीरियड। अब पे बैक पीरियड जाने के बाद क्या चाहिए अपने को? नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू। एक काम करते हैं, पे बैक पीरियड पे इधर लिख देता हूँ या ऊपर लिख देता हूँ, पे बैक पीरियड इज इक्वल टू 0 प्लस 1,45,000 डिवाइड बाय 3,40,000। सो आंसर इज 0.42 ईयर्स। ओके, अब मैं लिखता हूँ नेक्स्ट कॉलम, कौन सा? डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर, एंड देन मैं लिखता हूँ प्रेजेंट वैल्यू। आई विल गेट टोटल प्रेजेंट वैल्यू लेस कैश आउटफ्लो, वी विल गेट net present value. Okay, so what is the discounting factor? It is given 0.893, 0.797, 0.712, 0.636, 0.567, 0.507, 0.452. Now you have to multiply these numbers and get the total present value. Multiply 3,40,000 into 0.893, 3,40,000 into 0.893. So answer is, आगे वाले कुछ लोग आगे वाले नंबर्स मल्टीप्लाई करो। ऊपर वाला क्या आ रहा है? 3,03,620। अच्छा, एक चीज और गड़बड़ कर दिया मैंने। हाँ, स्क्रैप वैल्यू बाय कैलकुलेटिंग द कैश इनफ्लो। लास्ट ईयर अपने को स्क्रैप वैल्यू भी मिल रहा है ना, तो अपने को क्या करना है? कैश इनफ्लो के अंदर स्क्रैप वैल्यू ऐड करना है। वो अलग बात है कि पे बैक पीरियड में तो उसका जरूरत नहीं है, बट लास्ट ईयर में नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू में चाहिए। कितना स्क्रैप वैल्यू है? 5,000। तो हमें 5,000 चाहिए यहाँ पे, मतलब ये कितना हो जाएगा? 2,65,000 हो जाएगा लास्ट ईयर का। ओके, सो मल्टीप्लाई 7,60,000 into 0.797, 6,05,720. Next 8,97,120. Next लास्ट वाला कोई करो ना। फर्स्ट, थर्ड वाला, फोर्थ वाला 10,09,20. Next 21 lakhs into 0.567, 11,90,700. Next 13,92,552. Next add these numbers. 2,65,000 into 12,29,892.
27,21,000।
ये
हाँ,
नो नीड ना, इसको ठीक है, ये अलग भी आएगा तो भी पे बैक पीरियड में क्या लेना देना है? वो तो क्यूमुलेटिव तो पे बैक पीरियड के लिए चाहिए ना। अभी तो पे बैक पीरियड तो ऊपर ही हो गया ना, तो ऐड करके नीचे थोड़ी चाहिए कुछ।
तो मैंने उनको
ऐड करके नीचे चाहिए क्या?
हाँ,
नहीं चाहिए, बराबर है ना। और प्रेजेंट वैल्यू का सब नंबर्स चाहिए, ये पूरा नंबर्स चाहिए, टोटल प्रेजेंट वैल्यू चाहिए। तो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू के अंदर ये ऐड करके ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो यहाँ पे मिलेगा टोटल प्रेजेंट वैल्यू 2,65,000 into 0.452, 2,65,000 into 0.452, 11,97,000 1,97,000 2 लाख
जबकि कैश इनफ्लो के साथ हम लोग ने बोला हम लोग
बचेगा तो फिर so cash inflow multiplied by discounting factor you will get 340 into 0.893 that is 303620. Next is 420 into 0.797 कोई लास्ट का करो 334,740 कोई लास्ट का करो 5 lakh into 0.712 is 3,56,000 कोई लास्ट का करो 1,19,780 वेरी गुड उसके ऊपर वाला 1,80,492 उसके ऊपर वाला
2,15,460.
2,15,460 लास्ट वाला बीच वाला 4,60 2,92,560 ऐड करो $18 lakh 2,652 minus 1,45,000 16 lakh
57,652.
652 is the answer. That is net present value. Okay. So second machine you all have to do it on your own.